Welcome back to Money Man Majid. This is Majid. My name's Majid. I don't know why I said that twice, but it doesn't matter. Today we're going to talk about a really cool topic, something that I really enjoy sharing and talking about. The 6 millionaire habits that millionaires have shared with us that they do on a daily basis that helps them improve the different things that they do in their life, helps them excel at different areas of their life. One of the most important things that we've gained and learned from these millionaires is getting up early. Now, why is getting up early so it's not easy. That's what I wanted to say, but why is it so important? It's because in those early morning hours, when you get up at 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., there's no other distractions around you. It's just you, your work, yourself, if you're exercising, if you're meditating, if you're just taking a moment to enjoy your coffee in the morning. That is giving you me time, is what I call it. And that just lets you focus exactly on what you need to be focusing on for that moment, for that day. Plan that day out and clear your mind of any sort of blocks that you may have gained over the night or the previous day. Formulate smooth, efficient ideas and plans. And even if you want to do some journaling, you could definitely do some journaling in that time. Typically, when people report waking up early and doing those activities, whether it's exercising, whether it's doing some work in the morning after you've had some meditation or had your breakfast, had your coffee, they report being more productive. That time between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. or 6 a.m. and 11 a.m., they complete more work in that little time window that most people complete in an entire day. How is that possible? Because there's less distractions. There's much more focus, and there's a lot more discipline. In the morning, you're more disciplined, you got more things to plan out, and you're just having a better overall experience with the work that you're doing. Keep that in mind. It is a great one that's definitely benefited me. When I wake up early now, I used to be a real night owl, used to stay up really late and get up really late. Like sleeping in for me was noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But now since I've changed my schedule to wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., I have a lot more productivity throughout each day that I'm completing. And I feel a lot more accomplished at the end of that day. When I have a cutoff time, and I have a specific schedule that I typically follow as well. I like to finish my work by 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon. And that gives me my afternoon to decompress and relax a little bit as well. And if I've got some more work to complete later on, I can re-evaluate what I need to do, what's important for that day, and I'm not feeling as much stress. Take this into consideration. Maybe incorporate a couple early mornings once a week. If you're getting up at 8 a.m., maybe try to get up at 7:30. Just work that slowly in. Don't automatically or right away jump in at 5 a.m. because if you're getting up at 7, you're going to 5. That's a 2-hour difference. It's really hard to break into that. Slowly ease into it. Maybe get it 15 minutes early, then go into 30 minutes, and then go into 45 minutes. When you slowly ease into it, it becomes much easier to break into that new you, and you can start enjoying the benefits of waking up early. So the second one that I want to cover is exercise. I briefly touched on it in the first section when we were talking about getting up early. There's a lot of benefits to exercise. First is science has actually proven that it's good for you. But the bigger benefits are you're increasing your health, you're getting your endorphins running, you're also improving your cognitive functions. Now, these cognitive functions that you're getting is going to help you improve your thoughts, your ideas, formulate these plans that you want to fulfill and follow through on. If you're in any challenges, if you're following or facing any hard times, or if you're dealing with a really challenging situation, exercising and running can sometimes give you that breakthrough that you're looking for. It sometimes can give you that idea or that spark that's going to get you through to that next level. When you're moving your body, your mind is going to work in other areas within your life and just looking for these solutions. It's looking for ways to help excel you and get you further ahead. Not only that, when you're pushing yourself to new limits, if you can only run half a mile and you push yourself to 3/4 of a mile, you're starting to improve and increase the amount of stress that your body's able to take mentally and physically. And then you realize, oh, I can actually push myself a little bit further. Now you're achieving a whole new height of winning, of new goals that you're looking to achieve. If you want to be able to run a mile in 8 minutes, you got to start running half a mile in 8 minutes. And if you run 3/4 of a mile in 8 minutes, now you're going to push yourself to the next level, and you're just winning and winning, winning just by exercise. Now, this winning right there in one aspect is going to correlate to other aspects of your life as well. Now, at work, Now that because you've achieved that 8-minute mile, now at work, you might be able to achieve that $1,000 sale that you've been trying to run after for the last 2 months. Or maybe you got a $10,000 sale that you're trying to close. And this is going to help you achieve those different goals because in one aspect of your life, you're winning, and that's going to translate into other areas of your life. Exercise doesn't need to be something that's forceful or hard to do. Make it fun. If you like to do Pilates on a video, do Pilates on a video. Exercise can be something as walking around the park or walking up and down a mountain and hiking. It doesn't need to be something super strenuous. It doesn't need to be forcibly running. It doesn't need to be forcibly doing weight training. It could be whatever gets your body moving in a way that you typically don't do it. You just got to get yourself up off the couch, get yourself out of the bed, and get your body moving. It's recommended to do it in the morning because then you're getting it out of the way, as well as that's when you're able to generate the most energy from it and get your day started on the right foot. If you do it at the end of the day, it's also been proven that you probably don't sleep as well at the end of the day because you're getting your body all excited and getting all that blood moving, and you may not sleep as well. So consider getting up early, and one of the earlier things that you do, one of the first things you do is move your body. Do it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the start. Work that up to 30, 45 minutes if you have the ability and if you have the time. You'll definitely see some benefits in that. The next one that I want to touch on is networking. This one is vastly beneficial. The amount of information and the amount of benefit that you're able to gain from networking, you would be surprised at why so many people don't do it. Networking has given me the ability to figure out the best way to be importing products from China, the best way to list things on eBay, the best places to buy cars and resell cars, or how to fix a car, or where's my best real estate agent going to come from? Where am I going to find the best deals in property? How do I do Airbnb at an efficient level? All these things are coming through networking. Each person that you meet may be able to help you in any aspect of your life. If you're trying to import things from China and you meet somebody that has an importation business, they're going to be able to be an asset to you. They're going to be a fantastic network for you to retain, and you're going to learn how to import things. Maybe you're just going to retain their services and they're going to do it. They're going to give you a little bit of a cut on their pricing, all because you're friends, all because you've been part of the same network. It's the same thing about real estate. It's the same thing about buying cars. It's the same thing in any aspect of life. If you've got a proper network, you're able to be that asset not only for yourself but for others. Then you can start referring your own network out to other people as well. When you're able to generate the right people and surround yourselves with the right people, it's only going to motivate you and push you to become a better person and to elevate your game and to become a more competitive person as well. There's a saying out there that you are the sum of the 6 people that you surround yourself with. And just take a look at your circle. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are 2 of them ahead of you? And are they like where you're trying to get to? Are the couple surrounding you kind of in the same boat as you? And are there a couple behind you that are trying to achieve the same level as you? Now, there is a lot of benefits of having this dynamic within the 6 people that you surround yourself with. One is the few people that are ahead of you, they're pulling you forward. They're basically teaching you what they've done, and you're motivated to achieve their level. If they're all making $1 million a year and you're making $100,000, well, you want to be that $1 million a year income earner as well. You're going to be learning from them. What are they doing? What can I incorporate in my life and my daily activities to achieve that next level of income? And they're going to be sharing that with you. Now, when you're surrounded by 2 or 3 additional people that are in the same boat as you, you're talking about these different things that they're sharing with you. You're feeling somebody else's experience. You're sharing your experience with them. They're sharing it with you. And you can bounce those ideas off each other in order to help each other advance forward. And then when you got the couple people that are maybe at the 60 or 70 or 50 or $30,000 a year mark, you're able to educate them and be their mentors. And they're going to be looking up to you. And that teaching moment that you're able to give them is actually a motivation moment for you to learn more and learn more, because once you've taught them something, you're going to have to learn that next thing that you will have to teach them when they ask you that next question. You want to be able to answer those questions when they ask. It's the same thing when those $1 million earners in this example, they are going to have to level up when you ask that question, because now after you've mastered that thing that they've shared with you, you're going to have that additional question that's going to come up, or that concern that's going to come up. And when you ask them, they want to be able to answer that. Make sure that you are evaluating the 6 people that you surround yourself with. Make sure that you're auditing your network around you and that it's going to be benefiting you, that it's going to be helping you. If there's 1 person or 2 people that aren't helping you, keep them as friends and find somebody else that is able to fill that void that will be an asset for you. The next one, the 4th one that we're talking about, is knowing yourself and what motivates you. This one is very important. When you know who you are and what gets you excited, you're able to be much more efficient and much more accomplished in every day. If you know that when you get up in the morning, you need 15 minutes by yourself, no interruptions, just you and silence, and that's how you get your day started on the right foot, that's fantastic. If you know that you got to get your day started with heavy metal rock and roll going because that's what gets you pumped up, then by all means, please do that. Because if you're starting your day out on the right foot, everything else is going to start falling in place. There's days where we get out of bed and we're like, oh man, I just got out of bed and it's just, since I got out of bed, it's been the wrong thing after the wrong thing after the wrong thing. I just need to go back to bed so that I can get out of bed on the right foot again. When those days happen, it's because we kind of aren't following what keeps us excited, what keeps us motivated. We're not 100% in line with ourselves that day. That's why things start falling apart. When you have a bad hair day, it's because maybe you did something that isn't in line with who you are or what you are trying to achieve. When you know what gets you excited, when you know what gets you motivated and what gets you like, I can't wait to get out of bed this morning, and you follow that, your days, day in and day out, are going to be much more prosperous, much more efficient, and you're going to just be feeling better all the time whenever this happens. The next one that I want to cover is having a to-do list. This is point number 5, actually. So having a to-do list has been one of the best things that I've ever done for myself. Millionaires have shared with us that when you have a to-do list, you have that task of activities that you need to be doing. Some millionaires that I've talked to have put this down in 5-minute increments. So they know exactly what are they doing 5 minutes from now, 10 minutes from now, 15 minutes from now. For me, myself, that's getting a little bit too granular. If that works for you, fantastic. High structure works for them, great. But having that to-do list, it takes those tasks that you need to be doing for that day out of your mind and onto paper. When you have it out of your mind is able to go and work on all those other challenges and things that you are looking to solve that day, that week, that month, whatever it is. You're not having to think about, what do I have to do at 2 o'clock today? Is my doctor appointment at 3 today or is it at 4 today? What do I have to take to the grocery store? What do I have to pick up from the grocery store? When you put it all on that to-do list, it's out of your mind and you don't need to worry about it anymore. You just reference back to it. And if you have alerts that are popping up on your phone from the calendar, then there's not even any thinking that you need to be doing regarding that. One of the cool things about Google Calendar or iPhone calendar or whatever calendar system that you're using, if it's an electronic one, when it's connected to the internet, in a lot of cases, it'll even tell you and alert you, you have a doctor appointment at 2 o'clock. It's going to take you 15 minutes to get there. So you don't even need to think about how much time do I need to prepare to get to this specific area. As long as you're already working for that day and you know, okay, today I got a doctor appointment, you just continue working until your phone prompts you. It's going to take you 15 minutes to get to the doctor's office. You might want to leave in 10 minutes. That way you've got some time to get yourself prepared, get your shoes on, get all situated, and get over to the doctor's office in time. It's a very efficient way to make sure that all of your activities are getting done, making sure that you're not falling behind, and just keeping everything in line and in an orderly fashion. I would really recommend considering getting a planner or just taking a notepad and writing a calendar of sort out so that you can have and track those activities. If you don't want to get any paper calendar, put it in your phone. All of our phones have calendars in them. And when you start scheduling those daily activities out, you're going to be amazed at how much more efficient your daily activities will be and how much more accomplished you're going to be beginning to feel at the end of that day. The last one and the 6th one that I want to share with you is living within your means. Now, this seems like a logical thing that we all want to be doing, is living within our means. But why don't we all do it if it's so logical? It's because we are so inundated with stimulus around us and just the commerce around us of buy, buy, buy. And we're not thinking about, is this actually going to be helping me? Is this going to be beneficial for my life? If it is, how is it going to help me? If it's not going to be beneficial, why are you even buying it? Is it impulse purchasing? We've got a lot of that happens in these days. Impulse buys. You go to Costco and you see that new TV that's on clearance. It's a $1,000 TV for $400. You're like, oh my God, I could get a $1,000 TV for $400. This is huge savings. Do you need that TV? Do you have a TV at home? Oh, well, it's a 72-inch TV and I only got a 40-inch one at home. Do you need it though? Does your TV at home work? Is that going to improve your life in any way? These are questions you should be asking yourself to be living within your means. If you're spending more or even at the same level of what you're earning, you're not living within the means. You want to be spending at maximum 75% of your daily or of your monthly take-home earnings. That way you're leaving yourself a monthly cushion of savings for emergency fund, for a last minute expense that maybe comes up on your car and your car needs new tires, or your car has something majorly that goes wrong with it. And you're not going to have to stress over that. If you're always doing impulse buys, if you're going to the shopping mall and you're like, those shoes are the best shoes, they're going to make my life so great. Are they though? Like, it's COVID. We don't even go outside anymore. How are their shoes going to improve your life? That shirt, we're staying at home all the time. If you're at home and you got a dog or a cat, that cat's not going to care. That dog's not going to care what your shirt looks like or what your shoes look like. The dog might care what your shoes smell like, and they might chew on them, but nobody else is going to see that. Take this into consideration whenever you're out and about. Maybe you don't need that cake or that pie at the grocery store. Maybe you don't need the shoes at the mall. Keep it in mind. Live within your means. As Warren Buffett said, and he's a great example for all of us, when you live within your means, you're living within your means. I don't actually know if he said that, but I'm pretty sure he said it at some point in his life. If you've liked what we talked about today, I request that you like and subscribe this video. The YouTube algorithm really is beneficial for us when you like and subscribe. If there's any comments that you want to share down below or any topics that you want us to cover in future videos, make sure you put those down below as well. We're going to read all comments. We're going to respond to any comments that are made and take those into consideration for future videos. Let us know what you liked about the video, areas that we could be improving on, and any ideas, again, that you want us to be talking about. I'm going to leave you with one last quote that I really vibed with and I really connected with. And it is, I will win, not immediately, but definitely. We all will win in some way, shape, or form in our daily lives. When we take control of our life, we all are taking that step to win. Thank you. Money Man Majid signing out.